Good morning, good morning. So here we are, Friday again. Where does the week disappear to? So if you haven't joined me before, I'm Karen Curitin, social media trainer and coach working with businesses and individuals to help them get more results from social media. Good morning, Claire. So if you are on catch up and you haven't joined me before, please pop your name in the comments so I know who's joining us. That'd be really great. And I was thinking about my business and how to explain it. Morning, Anne. Nice to see you. In that I'm working with a client today, and one of the things we're going to be talking about is a differentiation. Morning, Lorraine. Nice to see you as well. In that we all have competitors in our businesses. We all have other people that do and offer something similar or the same to what we offer. And this is really key. In fact, the client I'm working with this morning, she said, shall we do a little bit and then come back and do some more? Because it's about getting your head around your differentiation. So there are lots of people that do what I do. But over the years, and particularly in the last 4 or 5 years, I've developed 4 core steps, if you like, elements that you need to master to be successful on social media. What are they? Having a great plan and not ignoring the fact that plan may have to change. Engaging content, building your audience, and having a conversion plan. Sounds easy, doesn't it? Well, that's what I'm here for, is to help you make it easy. So today's topic is all about designing the last quarter of the year, because that's where we are. I've got my planner out to do my 90-day plan, although I think it will be an 80-day plan, because I think something with the letter C might get in the way. Let's talk about how we can use social media to make the last quarter of the year the most successful that you've had. And I'm always, those of you that work with me, that I'm always absolutely transparent, because I think it's important to be that. Excuse me, just have a drink of my coffee. And yes, it's a Friday and I'm dressed up again, going to another event. In fact, today's event's really exciting because it's the Alex's Wish Supporters Lunch. So those of you that were kind enough to sponsor me for my Loop will know that's a charity I was fundraising for. And today there is a big event. Morning, Sandra. Lovely to see you. There's a big lunch event in Leicester where Emma Hallam, who founded Alex's Wish, after her son Alex was diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. And it's going to be a great event because it's celebrating the success of everybody who's contributed. So everybody who sponsored me, thank you, because you helped me. Latest total, £1,045. I know, it's gobsmacking. So let's get back on topic, Karen. I'm going off on one as ever. How can we make the last quarter of 2021 the most successful with your social media activity? Well, the first thing I would say is it all starts with the plan. Have you reviewed your social media plan, or did you even have a plan in place? Because you need to be mapping it out. And what I would say is look at big picture. So the client I'm working with today, we're going to look at what they want to accomplish in the next 6 to 12 months. And then we're going to break it down into bite-sized chunks. And by breaking it down makes it more doable. So I look at the 90 days, and then I'll break it down month by month, and then week by week. It's not complicated. Then what I'd suggest you do is look at what's worked or hasn't worked. That's really important this year. What activity have you done on social media that's given you the best traction? Because it's going to be different for everybody, and that's really important. Lives across all platforms perform better than anything else, hence why I'm live on a Friday. My lives get more reach than anything else that I post. And that's because, firstly, people like you, lovely people, turn up and join me. People engage with the live. They get a real sense of who you are and your personality. Some of you that regulars, Claire's my most regular, if there's such a word. And my lovely cat Lulu's been known to join us sometimes, and it's that reality. And in a world that is driven by imagery that may not be true, it's really important that you are you. You're that trusted, reliable, authoritative person for what you offer. And that's what Alive can give you. It can give people a sense of who you really, truly are, and to engage and ask questions if they want. So I'd always urge you to ask questions on my live if you've got any burning questions, any topics that you want. So looking at what's worked or hasn't worked would be a really good start. And then set some really measurable objectives. What do you want to do? Do you want to increase website traffic, say 10% month on month towards the end of the year? Do you want to increase inquiries by X amount? For how long? Do you want to increase paid work? Oh yes, dirty word. We're very English about that, aren't we? Do you want to increase paid work that's going to help you get more clients? Because all of that is really easy to do, but there's some simple things you can do. And I was with a company of solicitors who I've been working with for 7-8 years now, and one of the things we were talking about was reviews and recommendations. So reviews on your Facebook business page, recommendations on LinkedIn, or even a Google review. And I asked them to do a show of hands of who has asked for a review or recommendation in the last 6 months. Nobody. Who's asked for a review or recommendation in the last year? Nobody. So I've set them a really measurable target, which is in the next month, I want them to ask for 10 recommendations. Well, why? Well, it's social proof to your business. It makes it really easy to understand why people want to work with you. In fact, one of those very solicitors posted a lovely recommendation for me on LinkedIn, unsolicited. So that was great. And if people send you do something like that unsolicited, that's fantastic. Be sure to thank them. Be sure to use that collateral and share it, because it's not you saying, I know my stuff. I'm really good at what I do. This is the impact of what happened when this person worked with me. So give some clear thought about simple steps that you can make to make a difference. Now, there's something happening next month that I want you to think about, which is Black Friday. Is there something you could do this month to get out ahead of the Black Friday noise? In fact, StreamYard, the platform that I stream my lives on, last year in October, they did a Black Friday offer to sign up for a year. And it was such a good deal. I thought, rather than pay monthly, I'm just going to go for that. And actually, my Black Friday offer is live now, which is the year-long membership of my online program, because I relaunched it last Friday. And it's on a brand new learning platform. It looks great. There's lots of fantastic content in there. We're adding value all the time. At the end of this month, we're doing a live Lunch and Learn LinkedIn masterclass. All my members get that completely free of charge as part of their investment. My point is, could you be a month ahead of the game? Could you be starting to talk about Black Friday now? What could you offer? Because when we get into November, Black Friday, I think, is the 26th of November, if I remember correctly, because I booked the day off. Yes, I'm going shopping on Black Friday. But is there something you could do now, 5-6 weeks ahead, that's going to make your offering stand out and not get lost in the noise? So, tips so far: have a look at your year so far. What have you accomplished, not accomplished? What's worked, not worked? What's worked really well? Could you repurpose that and reuse that in a different way? Because that's really important. Then consider, so that's looking at your content, your results, reviews, recommendations. Have you asked for them? I make a calendar note. When I start working with somebody, I make a calendar note to ask them in 6 weeks' time for a review or recommendation. Because if you leave it too long, people won't feel an obligation. They won't feel as though they have to do it. And that's a really important point. So consider that. Then the other thing to consider is other marketing. There isn't necessarily a one size fits all. So I was with a charity yesterday doing a session for a charity. Excuse me. And I was asking them about the demographic of their perfect. Yes, well, why not call it why instead of call it Black Friday, why not call it White Monday or White Wednesday? Do something different. And I think people are, because I think, Anne, that's a really good point. A lot of people are switched off it, but if you did it now, you did it in the next 2 weeks, people aren't really talking about, apart from yours truly, people aren't really talking about Black Friday. So why not do something different? Say, I've decided to run my own thing. It's going to be Marvelous Monday. Why not do something like that? So the session I was running with yesterday with this charity, we were talking about the demographic of their perfect supporter and investor and donator. And it's probably somebody who's a bit older than me, retired, in their 60s, all of that. So why not? And they were all talking about TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. Demographic of that audience isn't there. Their audience is on Facebook or potentially LinkedIn. They might still be working. So we talked about not necessarily hanging out on the platforms you like, but hanging out on the platforms where your perfect clients are, but also looking at other marketing channels. So what networking are you doing? How is your networking? How's that going? How's that working? What results are you getting? But is there something else you could be doing, like direct mail, email marketing? And when you do your email marketing, are you looking at the reports? Are you then maybe following it up with a personal email? So one of the challenges I've set myself for Monday is I'm going to go through my last email campaign, look at who opened and clicked, and then I'm going to send them a personal follow-up email. Because one of the things that gets forgotten is it is called social media, but we also need to ensure that we are absolutely touching points in meaningful ways with our customers or potential customers. So I had an inquiry on, funny enough, last Friday when I did my relaunch, I had an inquiry from somebody interested in joining the program. I've now done 2 personal follow-ups and I've suggested we have a chat on the phone on Monday. It's about being you, but touching points with that person as an individual rather than doing a mass marketing, because depending on what you offer, it may be more appropriate that you actually offer something that is more personalized, because the more personalized you can get it, the more value you can add. So some tips there about marketing. Networking is huge. There are so many networking opportunities just to grow your business. In fact, today I'm a member of the Circle Club, which is Leicester and Derby. A great organisation. I very much enjoy it. But I'm also a member of Athena. And Athena is a professional businesswoman's network. And that's a great group too. But there are lots of other groups. Because just because I enjoy it doesn't mean to say that you're going to enjoy it. So I'd encourage you to look for other marketing and other networking opportunities so you can spread the word. And it's about building relationships. If you get a quick win, that's fantastic, but it's unlikely. In fact, in my online program, we've got a whole session, which is how to be a better networker. So give it some thought. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a message or pop over to the website and book a free 30-minute call to see if we're the right fit for each other. Chemistry call, I quite like to call it that. So have a fabulous Friday and a wonderful weekend, and I will see you this time next week. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.